Hey guys, it is a very nice Monday morning. Um, so I guess this is video number 2 of the set of videos that I'm gonna do about uh, self betterment, and I'm trying to document a little bit about what it is I'm currently doing and the things that I've worked on for the past 2 or 3 years. And a lot of it stemmed through some of these places, like where I'm at as maybe not the first step, but it's the first step to actually functioning, doing something that's beyond um, medical institute, medical structure. So basically, I get up about 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock every morning. Thus far, that's gonna change pretty soon. I'll be getting up about 4:30 in the morning. 4 o'clock, 4:30. The purpose of this is because I'm building the first couple hours of my day. It's going to be focused on building myself for the day. So you don't want to just throw 2 hours of meditation, reflection, and study into the first couple hours of your day right off the bat. It's going to be miserable. I'm not saying that that's for everybody. What I'm saying is that typically the human being doesn't like to do those things. I'm definitely one of those. And so I've realized that I have to go about things a different way. So I add a little bit to it all the time. After that, at about 7 o'clock, we all get together here at the house. It's usually a staff member or two, but they're kind of just like another roommate. We end up downstairs. We all take medications together if you have some. We sort of get the day started. It's the time to eat breakfast. We look at a list. There's assignments that have to be done. It's not a whole lot. It's just a couple things that we're expected to do as far as chores are concerned. Today I handled a lot of the sweeping and mopping of the house, at least on the downstairs. Somebody else did the upstairs. Plus you're in charge of making your bed, keeping your room clean constantly, no laundry on the floor, organized closet. Daily. And a lot of times they come and check. These things are really important because you might say, "Oh, I'm an adult. Don't tell me what to do and when to do it." Like, okay, I get that, but what grounds to stand on do you have to back up what you're saying? Because I'm an adult. Just because I am an adult too doesn't mean that my brain isn't functioning at about a 6-year-old level. And so I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but just because you look like an adult doesn't mean you're acting like one. And if you want to enter into relationships with people, you have to make sure that you're the type of person that people are going to desire to have relationships with. Especially if you're looking for a significant other, an eventual spouse. I would hope that a lot of us are. And before doing that, I would ask myself a couple questions. First being, am I the type of person somebody's going to desire? And whoever's going to desire me right now as not that person, would I actually want somebody that's looking for somebody like me? Because it's you might have some work to do first. I know that these things make you feel good, but to get into relationships with a woman right now, it's a terrible idea. It might make you feel good about certain things, but in the long run, you're going to damage, or you're going to instigate a lot more damage to another individual, and that's no way to. It's no way to approach a relationship, and it's no way to leave people heartbroken and damaged by things that we can't handle. So that's food for thought. I can say that because I'm in a situation where I have done exactly what it is that I'm trying to coax a lot of you out there not to do. I'm not talking the things that I'm talking because I have some knowledge that I'm not using. But you can know that if you're watching what it is that I'm saying, that I understand the difference between knowledge and wisdom, and that wisdom is knowledge applied. And I'm also trying to show this by way of example, because saying it really doesn't do anything. This whole thing is just hopefully you get a little tiny bit of motivation, or a little bit of get up off your ass and overcome the day, and don't let crap take you out of the game. Hopefully. And that's all I can do. At the end of the day, all I can do is pray and keep the suffering, addicted world in my heart throughout my day, so that I can hope the best for things. Hope that individuals want to fight to crawl out of the hole that they've dug themselves into. Or, maybe the hole was dug and you were thrown in it. Who knows? The fact of the matter is that being a victim and playing the pity role, and you've been so persecuted, all these things, that's for the birds, and that's over with. So, as much as it's necessary to acknowledge that you've been victimized or treated poorly, it's not nearly as important as it is to realize that the people that treated you poorly are not the ones suffering because of how poorly they treated you. You are. So if you want them to win, if you just want to throw in the towel and give them the war just because they've won a battle, well, it's not going to get you anywhere. But it's not going to get you anywhere but an early grave. So you can't do anything unless you're going to decide that the past is the past. Even if you don't know what it is that you want to do. Better safe than sorry is a terrible, terrible piece of advice, because if you're not sorry, then you never know what your limitations are. If you're constantly focused on being safe all the time, and you're not focused on where you could possibly be, because you pushed the limits and you stepped out of your comfort zone and you got something done. So, yeah. Here's another one. That's how I start my day, and it's usually around this time of day. I might have something I feel like I want to post onto the tube here, because I've now been doing a lot of things, and one thing I've been thinking about all morning is how to help other people. And it's a very, very good way to focus your energy in your day, to get out of your head, to focus on what you're going to do to contribute to the aggregate. So, yeah. Stay free. Lots of love.